All right, Padres pregame thoughts. Yu Darvish on the mound for the Padres today against the Dodgers. Sunday night baseball. There are some Dodgers that are doing well against Darvish, even though it's a very small sample size for Shohei Ohtani. He's hitting 500 in 2 at-bats. And then there are other guys like Mookie Betts who are hitting 188 off of Yu Darvish in his career. Kike Hernandez hitting 143. Gavin Lux hitting 182. Teoscar Hernandez hitting 200. Max Muncy hitting 200. So, I mean, I remember that one outing where Darvish, it was like that blow up outing in the first inning. I think it was last year on one of the Fox Saturday games at Dodger Stadium. Avoid that, and I think Darvish can be in pretty good shape today. James Paxton, he's on the other side for the Dodgers today. And the Padres, they've actually had some good success. Manny, 9 at-bats, has an OPS over 1,000 against James Paxton. Bogarts, a 988 OPS in 26 at-bats. Obviously, Bogarts faced him when Bogarts was with the Red Sox and Paxton was in the American League there. Played with the Mariners, played with the Yankees, I believe, a little bit as well. Profar, an OPS over 1,000 against Paxton. And obviously, he is going to be mic'd up today on the Sunday Night Baseball broadcast, and he is a subject of discussion amongst both fan bases right now, with Will Smith calling Jurickson Profar kind of irrelevant, which I disagree with, but that's just me. Maybe that's just a biased Padres fan. But Jurickson Profar, he is part of my Underdog Fantasy pick today. Higher half total bases on Jurickson Profar. Yes, I'm doing that. I think Profar, he's going to have a good game today. And then Paxton, I've got lower 1.5 first inning strikeouts. The top three for the Padres, Bogarts, he is back leading off today. Had just had the day off yesterday. Tatis Cronenworth. I think that Bogarts and Cronenworth, maybe, I mean, Tatis, the guy, he's the best hitter of those three this year and just the best hitter overall anyway of those three. I don't think that Paxton's going to strike out two guys, two of those three, or two of any in this first inning for the Padres. So that's what I'm going with there. The rest of the Padres lineup, Bogarts, Tatis, Cronenworth, Machado, Profar, Kim, Campusano, Merrill, and Eggy Rosario. So no Tyler Wade, which I think some Padres fans will be happy about there. Merrill back to batting eighth, playing center. Yesterday, that seems like that was more of a one-off for now. And it's a lefty on the mound, so I'm not surprised that Merrill's not hitting leadoff. I guess we got to see when that next right-hander is pitching. Maybe it's definitely, I think, during this upcoming Brewers series in Milwaukee. What's that lineup going to look like? When is Mike Schilt going to budge off of Bogarts leading off? Because he has a 572 OPS. Do you want someone that's, hitting better than 219? Maybe you want someone that's hitting 300. Who's that? Jackson Merrill. Anyway, Dodgers lineup. Betts, Ohtani, Freeman, Smith, Muncy, Hernandez, Outman, Hernandez, and Lux. So it's going to be an interesting one. You can always listen to Padres Radio on the MLB app if you have that subscription. I believe it's on the Odyssey app as well if you don't want to listen to the ESPN Sunday Night Baseball broadcast. And I believe, I don't know, because it is a national broadcast, but I was going to say, if it's available on Padres TV, then you can switch to the radio call. But since it's on ESPN, I'm not sure that it's going to be available on Padres TV. Although there have been games like the Fox game, for example, that was that last weekend when it was at Petco, that was available on Padres TV. So I don't know if it's a Fox Padres MLB TV agreement or if ESPN is on that as well. That would be great, right? What a concept for us fans to make it as easy as possible to consume the teams that we want to watch, our favorite teams, to have all the games in one spot. I get postseason not doing it, making people go to the networks, but regular season, regardless of what channel it's on, we're already paying money for Padres TV specifically, or some fans, MLB TV specifically. All one place, you can go right there and you can get the games. I know it's probably harder with the broadcast partners and Major League Baseball. It's easier said than done, I guess is what I should say here. But that obviously would be the easiest thing for all parties, and I think that's the best thing for all parties involved. Getting to the bullpen chart for today, Suarez, Matsui, Peralta, De Los Santos, and Kolek did not throw yesterday, so they're definitely ready. And it would be big if the Padres can win this series. I get it; it's one of or three of 162. Take into account this entire year, this entire series, excuse me. But if the Padres can win this game, they get back to 500. And I know that the Dodgers will still have that sizable lead, especially early in the year like this. They'll have that lead, obviously, still in the NL West. And I'm not trying to say that the Padres are going to go win the NL West, but when you win games against divisional opponents, it's obviously better than not. And who knows what's going to happen? Baseball's a funny sport, so let's win this game. Darvish against Paxton. I know you look at the ERA with Paxton, it's like, oh, it looks good, but come on. Darvish should win this matchup. Padres should win this game when you have Darvish on the mound against James Paxton.